We're so glad tonight here at Truth Temple Church to have a group with us that was here about 7 years ago, but they've come back tonight. Great group of instrumentalists, singers, and God's used them all over the country, and it's referred to as bluegrass gospel. I like any kind of gospel. I really do. I really like bluegrass gospel. I like country gospel. I like contemporary gospel. I like southern gospel. I like it all if it's got gospel, real gospel in it. And we're so glad to have them tonight. They're from over in Sherrills Ford, North Carolina. Make them welcome here to Truth Temple, the Cockman family.
Someone to lead me from this valley of despair.
I didn't know just what to do, but that night I came.
Grace was found when I knelt down and called upon your
name.
When you touched me, I never felt a touch so sweet. You changed my heart and you healed my mind. You dried
up these crying eyes when you touched me.
I was as low as I could be. You brought me out of a miry clay. Showed me
there was a better way when you touched me.
You took away those sleepless nights and brightened all my days.
Like a wounded sparrow, you healed my wings.
I can fly, oh so high, and you caused my heart to
sing.
When you touched me, I never felt a touch so sweet. You changed my heart and you healed my mind. You dried
up these crying eyes when you touched me.
I was as low as I could be. You brought me out of a miry clay. Showed me
there was a better way when you touched me.
Showed me
there was a better way
when you touched me. My soul has been delivered. I'm
a return of his so red of all men. Jesus came down and he wrote a love letter. Sent my heart,
all my
love's addressed to him.
He dipped his pen into my heart,
and he wrote, I love you on every page.
When he envelops me in his arms, I know my postage is already paid. I've been signed, I've been
sealed, my soul has been delivered.
I'm a
return of his so red of all men. Jesus came down and he wrote a love letter. Sent my heart, love's addressed to him.
One day they'll notify you of a change in my address.
But God has told his angels to handle with care.
I don't have to worry about same-day delivery. In a twinkling of an eye, he's gonna send me by air. I've been signed, I've been
sealed, and my soul has been delivered.
I'm a
return of his so red of all men. Jesus came down and he trust to Him. Loves to trust to Him. All my loves to trust to Him.
Send it to Jesus.
Loves to trust to Him. All my loves to trust to Him.
Send it to Jesus.
Loves to trust to Him. All my loves to trust to Him.
Dark of night, nor traffic
to
jams,
trust
nor
Him.
dogs
All
about
my
to keep
loves
me
to
from
trust
the
Him.
love of God. For I have read His holy word.
loves
Letters
to
sent
trust
not
Him.
just for me, but one
Loves to
for all
trust
the
Him.
bride to
All
see.
my loves
Brother,
to
take
trust
this
Him.
little note
And know it was for you.
He wrote the letter.
Thank you very much. We're certainly delighted to be with you this evening. This is the Cockman family. We're all one family, same mama, same daddy we started with, and all the same youngins too. And there they are, Caroline and all of her brothers, and I'm their dad, and their mama's out there, and some of the other family members too. But we're just excited to be here. We thank you so much for being here with us this evening, and we pray the windows of heaven will be open and the blessings will fall on each of us as we go along. The song that they just did was a song that John Jr., and I'll introduce all the family in a few minutes, but John wrote that song and talks about a letter. And you know, Jesus left that letter. That's our scriptures. That's the Bible. That's the love letter to us, you see. And that's what we sing about is that love letter. Going to do a song now. John Jr. also wrote this next one. Talks about the highway. If you look in the book of Isaiah, the 35th chapter, you'll find the story about the highway. It's laying right there, waiting on you to get on it, and we'll just go right on out of here. Listen close. There is a highway.
In a desert where no flowers bloomed, as it stood and looked, where once was only desert sand, there rose a laughing brook. Now reeds and rushes sway by rippling pools where dragons used to lay. In the
Wilderness below.
no man knows there is a
Made for the wayfaring man. There is a highway. You cannot lose your way therein. Follow this highway to the fields of glory land. Upon this highway, God will lead you by the hand.
So strengthen ye the weakened hands, confirm the feeble knees. For Jesus built this highway as He died upon the trees. The redeemed for whom He bled, come with everlasting joy upon their heads. Sing
Songs of happiness.
peace and rest upon this
Highway is a highway made for the wayfaring man. There is a highway. You cannot lose your way therein. Follow this highway to the fields of glory land. Upon this highway, God will lead you by the hand. Upon this highway, God will lead you by the hand.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And before I forget it, the very first song that they did this evening was a song that Caroline wrote. Caroline's the one that looks a little different here in the middle. She's the oldest of all of this group up here except for myself, and she wrote the song. It was called When You Touched Me, and I wanted to make sure I didn't pass that by. Going to do a song now. We're going to dedicate this to all of our veterans. Got lots of veterans out there this evening? Yes, we do. Got lots of veterans. Gonna do this especially for you. John Jr. wrote it. And I keep saying John Jr. and Caroline, and you don't know who they are, but I'm going to introduce them to you after this song. But John Jr. wrote the song. We want to dedicate it to our veterans. Talks about the captain. And you know, in this song, the captain, well, that's Christ. And the soldier, well, that's me and you. I know when I was in service, I didn't know a whole lot. I didn't have too many stripes either. But I did know one who knew a lot, and that was the captain, because he had already been ahead of us, you see. And that's who we're singing about tonight, is the captain. Listen close. The Old Soldiers Reunion.
How fondly he remembers when he first heard the call of the captain for to beckon him to war. With Christ to ride before him, how swift the long years passed. Now the soldier kneels beside a lonely shore, where eyes that fire and death have seen, and the trench is overthrown. Gaze at last on meadows green, as he hears his captain softly say, "Oh, my soldier, welcome home. Will you meet me at the old soldiers' reunion by and by? Or when Jesus comes in glory, will you join me in the sky? Will you show courage in the fight? Will you be not afraid to die? Then will you meet me at the old soldiers' reunion by and by?" The tired and weary soldier lay down his arms and rank. He cast aside his articles of war. Then he stepped into the river, left his armor on the bank. Where he's going, he won't need it anymore. Where eyes that fire and death have seen, and the trench is overthrown. Gaze at last on meadows green, as he hears his captain softly say, "Oh, my soldier, welcome home. Will you meet me at the old soldiers' reunion by and by? Or when Jesus comes in glory, will you join me in the sky? Will you show courage in the fight? Will you be not afraid to die? Then will you meet me at the old soldiers' reunion by and by? Will you show courage in the fight? Will you be not afraid to die? Then will you meet me at the old soldiers' reunion by and by?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me take just a minute to introduce our family. I always love to introduce our family because, well, they're called my family. That's why. And I thoroughly enjoy my family. I love to hear them sing. And somebody asked, how long has your family been singing? It's come February, the first weekend, it'll be 15 years. And we never intended to do what we do. We just started, and here we are. So that's all I can say. The Lord has been good to our family, and He's blessed the music and blessed the spirit and the music, the songwriting and different things. And let me introduce beside of me, standing with the banjo, we call him Old Smiling Bill. Billy's the banjo picker of this group and the guitar player and lead singer, tenor singer, and does a great job. And I really appreciate Billy. I keep him right beside of me because I like that banjo. And Billy graduated from college back about a year ago in August, and He's working as a product development engineer in the furniture and does a great job. And Billy, I guess he's been married now for about, 6 months? 4 months. That's why we call him Old Smiling Bill. And we really appreciate Billy and just couldn't do without him. Let's give Bill a hand. And beside of Billy in the middle, well, if you don't know Ben, you probably thought, well, he has to be the oldest of the group because he's the tallest and the best looking. But no, he's the youngest of our family. Ben just turned 20 years old, and he's a junior in college and does a great job. He wants to teach school, so we really you'll have to give some prayers for Ben along the way. But we really appreciate Ben. He sings the tenor and the lead and baritone and plays the mandolin and the guitar, and he plays them well. Does a great job. He homeschooled the last couple years of school, and he said when he graduated, he said, "Daddy, you won't be just like my brother Bill. I want to go to college." So that's what he's doing. He's in college and doing a great job, and we really appreciate him. And he's actually, before the service tonight, he told me, he said, "Daddy, remind the folks that I'm the only single one left here in this group." So, okay. Let's give Ben a hand, if you will. In the middle, this is the little rose amongst all the thorns up here. This is Caroline. She's the oldest of all the ones you see from here on over. She's the firstborn of the family, and I really appreciate Caroline. And if she looks a little peaked, it's because she's doing that morning sickness thing now and going to have a little one. Looks like about March the 7th is the due date. That's about 6 more months, and boy, we're sure looking forward to that. Can't wait. But we really appreciate Caroline. She teaches 3rd grade at a Christian school in Lincoln County. Does a good job, and she loves those kids, and they love her. I always loved the 3rd grade myself, though. That was the best 3 years of my education, was 3rd grade. But let's give Caroline a hand. We live about an hour from here, and Caroline's husband, Kelly, who's here with us tonight, too, and he helps us a whole lot. He really helps us a lot. He helped us today because Ben forgot his mandolin at home. So Kelly jumped in the car and took off and got that mandolin and got back just as Brother Faw said, "Now the Cockman family, come on down." So there it was. But we really appreciate Caroline and Kelly. And beside of Caroline with the big bass fiddle, this is David. David's the heartbeat of this group. We're part of the group, but David, he's the other part. He's the heartbeat. Got to have that bass in the group, and he does a great job. David's been married now for a little over a year, and we ought to call him Old Smiling Dave too, because he's still a smiling. He's doing great. We really appreciate David and all that he does. He graduated from college with Billy last year, and now he's in furniture working up in the Hickory area and does a great job. We really appreciate David and his and his wife Jessie. And Jessie's from Nebraska. We really appreciate her being here. Let's give them a hand, if you will. And finally, on the end is John Jr. John's the oldest of all the boys. He's the fiddler of the family and sings the bass. And John writes lots of music, as does Caroline and Billy and their mama, who's out here, and we'll introduce her too. But John Jr. Teaches physics at ASU. Does a great job up there. And his wife, he has our grandbaby. She's 18 months old. Her name is Arwen Grace. And they're expecting another one as I speak. So if you look and he's gone, you'll know what happened. And she's running the soundboard. Her name is Jennifer, and we really appreciate Jennifer. And she used to work at Samaritan's Purse and did a great job as she worked there. We really appreciate Jennifer and Arwen back there and John Jr. up here. Let's give them a hand too. And let me mention about John. He puts together our website, and it's cockmanfamily.com. So if you have access to the internet, be sure and look them up. It's cockmanfamily, all one word, .com. And you'll really enjoy what he does. He keeps it up regularly, every week. It's brand new. All of us together, we're the Cockman family. We're delighted to be with you. God bless you.
And the person that's responsible for us being here today, the leader of the band, is our mama. And she's back there with Arwen. Y'all give Mama a hand.
Yeah, all right.
And down on the end with the guitar doing all the talking, that's our dad. And we're proud of him too, y'all. Y'all give Mama another hand.
Yeah, all right. All right, there. Thank you so much. You're such a nice audience tonight, and we really appreciate all of those who may be listening in tonight, too. This is a song that John Jr. wrote. John's the one way on. You know John now. He's the one with the fiddle on the other end of the row. But John wrote this next song. Talks about how can two walk together unless they agree. You know, I'm sorry, Billy. Billy wrote the song. He doesn't look like a songwriter, does he? But he is. Billy wrote the song, How Can Two Walk Together? You know, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to believe what I say, or maybe Brother Fall, but there's one that you got to listen to, and that's who we're singing about tonight. Listen real close. How can two walk together unless they agree?
How can two walk together unless they agree? How can we live forever and both see differently? Well, tell me, who should I walk with and who should walk with me? Who must I agree with and who must agree with me? I must agree with the one who opened up a look and let me look inside. I must agree with the one who shed his blood and gave back his life. Maybe you and me don't see things eye to eye, but we have life eternal if our hearts agree with Christ. To receive his life. I know that he agrees with me when I receive his word, and two walk together in one accord. I must agree with the one who opened up the book and let me look inside. I must agree with the one who shed his blood and gave back his life. Maybe you and me don't see things eye to eye, but we have life eternal if our hearts agree with Christ. Agree with the one who opened up the book and let me look inside. I must agree with the one who shed his blood and gave back his life. Maybe you and me don't see things eye to eye, but we have life eternal if our hearts agree with Christ. Don't see things eye to eye, but we have life eternal if our hearts agree with Christ.
Sweet Jesus, oh, I need you. Lord, I need you every hour. Sweet Jesus, oh, I need
Lord, I seek your righteousness, sweet Jesus. Oh, I seek you, all my doubts and fears confess, sweet Jesus. Oh, I love you, Lord, I love your holiness, sweet Jesus. Oh, I love you. Take me to that place of rest, sweet Jesus. Oh, I praise you, Lord, I praise you with my voice, sweet Jesus. Oh, I praise you, my heart and soul rejoice.
My heart and
Soul rejoice.
Well, 10 years before the war between the states, how the slaves bent down with sorrow in the morning as they led them through the gates. All but one young man who held his head up high, and I remember well the words that he was singing as he faced the morning sky.
Way over in the homeland, I'm a child of the King. And though far away, I cannot fear what tomorrow may bring. And I shall return by and by. There is a country with no grief nor pain, where I'm a child of the King.
I watched him as he labored, a man of iron will. He did not cry out or stumble like the others as they slaved upon the hill. And so I asked him, why so proudly do you sing, and I will not forget his answer in a joyful voice that made the heavens
Way over in the homeland, I'm a child of the King. And though far away, I cannot fear what tomorrow may bring. And I shall return by and by. There is a country with no grief nor pain, where I'm a child of the King.
These words I had to ask, why do you hope in vain? Your father waits across the sea. No, you can't go home again. But he smiled and said, you just don't understand the love that sets me free. And my father waits in heaven, where I know that there's a place prepared for me.
Way over in the homeland, I'm a child of the King. And though I'm far away, I cannot fear what tomorrow may bring. And I shall return by and by. There is a country with no grief nor pain, where I'm a child of the King. Where I'm a child of the King.
Thank you very much. John Jr. wrote the next song we're going to sing also. Our preacher has often told a story about his granddad, and when his granddad was in later years, he would often say something like, Charles, I'm just walking up and down Jordan looking for a shallow place to cross over. And John Jr. took that thought and he wrote this song. Listen close. Looking for a place to cross.
A tired old man with a Bible in his hand said, lay me down upon the cool green moss. My eyes can see that river flowing through that promised land. I'm just looking for a shallow place to cross. I'm just testing out the water, I'm just waiting for the tide. I can see my friends are waving to me from the other side. I can't understand why you're so sad, I just can't see the loss. I'm up and down the banks of that Jordan River, looking for a place to cross. And he shivered as he clutched me by the hand. I just stepped into the water and it chills me to the bone, but the sun is shining on that promised land. I'm just testing out the water, I'm just waiting for the tide. I can see my friends are waving to me from the other side. I can't understand why you're so sad, I just can't see the loss. I'm up and down the banks of that Jordan River, looking for a place to cross. die when I bid this world goodbye, and they come to lower this old body down. Now don't you weep, son, don't you cry for me, 'cause my soul's not going in that cold dark ground. I'm just testing out the water, I'm just waiting for the tide. I can see my friends are waving to me from the other side. I can't understand why you're so sad, I just can't see the loss. I'm walking up and down the banks of that Jordan River, looking for a place to cross. I'm walking up and down the banks of that Jordan River, looking for a place to cross.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We're going to do a song now that Caroline wrote. It's one of her most recent songs, and I love to hear her sing it. It's a beautiful song. Listen real close, and Ben's getting his guitar back there now. He hasn't played his guitar this evening, but he's fixing to. We really appreciate Ben and Caroline, and this is the song that she wrote, I Love You, Lord.
You're so good to me. Your fountain of mercy flows endlessly. I give you my heart. It's you I adore. Blessed Redeemer, I love you, Lord. Precious are times I can steal away. All by myself I begin to pray. I've needed to talk to you all day. There is so much I want to say. I love you, Lord.
I love you, Lord.
You're so good to me.
So good to me.
Your fountain of mercy flows endlessly. I give you my heart.
Give you my heart.
It's you I adore.
You I adore.
Blessed Redeemer,
I love
you, Lord. There are some days when I fall down with dreams that I had lying all around. But Lord, that's when your love abounds, and it's the greatest love I have found. I love you, Lord.
I love you, Lord.
You're so good to me.
So good to me.
Your fountain of mercy flows endlessly. I give you my heart.
Give you my heart.
It's you I adore.
You I adore.
Blessed Redeemer,
I love you, Lord.
my blessed Redeemer.
I love you, Lord.
Thank you so much. 2 years ago, in this next month, this is August, and next month, September, my dad passed away 2 years ago. He would have been 91. He was almost 91 years old, and he was a gospel preacher for over 65 years. And when he was very sick there towards the end, he said, I'd like for the family to sing at my funeral. And I told him, I said, well, Dad, I don't know. It's a hard thing you've asked. And after he had passed away, I looked to the family, and Caroline said, I can't do it, Dad. I just can't do it. But God gave her grace for that hard time, and she was able to sing, and she did a wonderful job. And this is his favorite song of all of those years, 65 years in the ministry, and this was his very favorite. Listen close.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now I see.
New dangers, tools and snares I have already come. 'Tis grace hath brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home.
When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now I see.
Thank you. There's no words for that song. It's such a beautiful song. John Jr. wrote the next song we're going to sing. And if you've ever been walking out on the beach or maybe down at the lake or along the river or something, and you look down and there's an old bottle sticking up out of it, maybe part of the way, just a little bit of it sticking out, and it looks like a mess. And you pick it up, and I've done it myself, and you say, what a mess this thing is, and you begin to clean it up a little bit, take it home with you, and you clean it and shine it, and it come to find out it's a beautiful bottle. And you put it up on the shelf, and you watch it because it's beautiful. And John Jr. tells a story about the bottle, and of course, this bottle, it represents you and me. And listen real close to the words. He hasn't sung this one out a whole lot, but I think, I really enjoy it, and I know you will too. He filled me up.
My life was like a bottle in the sand, carried about on the waves, then tossed to land. I was so dirty without and so dirty within. Then the master came a-walking by the sea, picking me out of the sand, he lifted me. And now I talk right, I walk right, I'm singing a song in the sunlight, since my Savior set me free. Well, he picked me up,
He lifted me out of the miry clay. I'm justified.
then he cleaned me out,
He's making me pure and holy. I've been sanctified.
then he filled me up,
I'm overflowing with His Spirit. I've been baptized.
and he set me out.
I'm waiting now for His coming. I'll be glorified. Well, He's picking me up, cleaning me out, filling me up, setting me out. I've got a brand new life.
Now maybe you've already met the King. Under the blood of the Lamb, you're pure and clean. Well, then you've got a reason, brother, to shout and sing. But maybe you're sinking deep in sin. Call on the name of the Lord, He'll take you in. If you want to know what He can do, just look what He's done for me. Well, He picked me up,
He lifted me out of the miry clay. I'm justified.
then He cleaned me out,
He's making me pure and holy. I've been sanctified.
then He filled me up,
I'm overflowing with His Spirit. I've been baptized.
and He set me out.
I'm waiting now for His coming. I'll be glorified. Well, He's picking me up, cleaning me out, filling me up, setting me out. I've got a brand new life. Well, He's picking me up, cleaning me out, filling me up, setting me out.
I've got a brand new life.
Thank you so much. You've been a great audience tonight, and it's just a real honor to be able to come to Truth Temple and sing for you. And thank you so much, Brother Faw. We appreciate you and your ministry here and all that you do. Thank you so very much for inviting us to come. Don't forget our website, cockmanfamily.com, and it's all one word, cockmanfamily.com. Be sure and check in on that. John Jr. puts it together, and we'd love to hear from you. We're going to do one more song, and I know you'll enjoy this. And we love to do the old hymns of Zion because I believe those songs were written under inspiration, and when you sing them, those songs have to, that inspiration has to come back to the believer, you see. Listen close. Jesus, hold my hand.
There's a journey through this pilgrim land. There is a friend who walks with me and leads me safely through the sinking sand. He is the Christ of Calvary. This would be my prayer, Lord, each day to help me do the best I can. For I
Need thy light
to
come day and night.
Blessed
Jesus, hold my hand. Jesus, Jesus, hold my hand. Yes, I need thee every hour. Through this life, this pilgrim land.
Lord, protect me by
Saving power here on earth, my feeble link.
Well,
Lord,
look
dear
down,
Lord, look down on me.
when I kneel in prayer, I want to lead you there.
Jesus, hold my hand.
Jesus on my hand. Yes, I need thee every hour. Through this life, this pilgrim land,
Lord, protect me by
saving power here on Get My Feeble Place. Lord, dear Lord, look down on me.
when I'm
I'm kneeling in prayer to Jesus on my hand. When I'm kneeling in prayer to Jesus on my hand.
Thank you.
Amen.
I needed someone to love me, someone to care, someone to lead me from this valley of despair.
I didn't know just what to do, but that night I came.
Grace was found when I knelt down and called upon your
Name.
name. You touched me. I never felt a touch so sweet. You changed my heart and you healed my mind. You dried
Up these crying eyes when you touched me.
I was as low as I could be. You brought me out of a miry clay. Showed me
There was a better way when you touched me.
Now all my life I'm gonna serve you, give you all my praise. You took away those sleepless nights and brightened all my days.
Like a wounded sparrow, you healed my wings.
I can fly oh so high, and you caused my heart to
Sing.
You touched me. I never felt a touch so sweet. You changed my heart and you healed my mind. You dried
Up these crying eyes when you touched me.
I was as low as I could be. You brought me out of the miry clay. Showed me
There was a better way when you touched me.
Showed me
There was a better way.
when you touched me. I've been signed, I've been sealed, my soul has been delivered. I'm
Return of his so red of all men. Jesus came down and he wrote a love letter. Sent my heart,
all my
love's addressed to him.
He dipped his pen into my heart,
And he wrote, I love you on every page.
when he envelops me in his arms, I know my postage is already paid. I've been signed, I've been
Sealed, my soul has been delivered.
I'm a
Return of his so red of all men. Jesus came down and he wrote a love letter. Sent my heart,
all my
love's addressed to him.
one day they'll notify you of a change in my address.
But God has told his angels to handle with care.
I don't have to worry about same-day delivery. In the twinkling of an eye, he's gonna send me by air. I've been signed, I've been
Sealed, and my soul has been delivered.
I'm a
Return appears so red of all men. Jesus came down and he wrote a love letter. love's addressed to him. All my love's addressed to him.
Send it to Jesus.
Love's addressed to him. All my love's addressed to him.
Send it to Jesus.
Love's addressed to him. All my
Not
love's
rainbows
addressed to
nor
him.
dark of night, nor traffic
Love's
jams,
addressed
nor
to him.
dogs
All
about
my
to keep
love's
me from
addressed
the
to him.
love of God. For I have read His holy word. A letter
love's
sent
addressed
not
to him.
just for me, but one
Love's
for all
addressed
the
to him.
bride to
All
see.
my love's
Brother, take
addressed to
this
him.
little note.
And know it was for you.